Hi, everybody. As some of you know, I went on a trip to Florida last week. I'm in the mountains of North Carolina and have had a real hard time flying since 9/11. It very much triggered. The actual flying is fine. The airport environment is difficult. But I wanted to do a little video on things that are better. There are quite a few things that used to provide a lot of anxiety for me, where the system's been changed and shaken up and it's a little bit different and less anxiety provoking. So I thought I'd share those, and there's 5 things. So the first thing is a little bit silly, but when you're going into the airport, it used to be that you had to have your driver's license and your boarding pass at TSA, and then again you had to have both at the terminal door when you're at the gate. So now TSA just checks your driver's license, so I can put that away, and then the gate just checks your boarding pass, so I can put that away. For some reason, sequencing the 2 pieces of paper that are like essentially important to the trip was very stress-provoking for me, and having it broken down into less steps made me feel much better. That actually leads into the second thing that I think has made travel much easier, which is electronic boarding passes. I had a fear nearing on phobia of losing my boarding pass. That would make me hyper-fixated on which pocket had I put it in, what part of the bag had I put it in, to where I was looking for it. If I didn't have it in my hand, I was worried I'd had it in my hand and dropped it, and I would be looking for it. So anytime I was in an airport for more than half an hour, I was looking for my boarding pass many, many times. So now you can do electronic boarding passes. I know I'm not going to lose my phone. I'm always aware of where my phone is. It feels almost like an extension of my body. So there's zero worry about losing my boarding pass, which is excellent. Again, a decrease in anxiety, decrease in what I need to be thinking about. Boarding pass actually leads directly into the third thing that's easier, which is the option of pre-boarding. I had not utilized this until I've been doing some exposure therapy with myself around travel this last 4 months or so. But as someone with a disability, even though it's an invisible disability, I can sign up through the airline to pre-board. What that means is that I can, well, you know what that means. I can be at the front of the line instead of standing in the line with people, pushing in all around me, getting into my personal space and like bumping against me, and like all the sensory issues of different conversations in line, and trying to figure out the spatial relationship of where my bag is in relationship to other people's bags. So pre-boarding takes a whole lot of stress off. There is a little bit of challenge sometimes in that the gate agents don't seem to be trained well in the idea that pre-boarding isn't just about needing a wheelchair assistance to get to the ramp. And I have on several occasions been questioned about why I'm pre-boarding, which technically is illegal to do, but still on a whole worth it. And I'm actually working on like a line of clothing and hats that are designed for airport use, like don't ask me about my disability, or autistic, quiet please, those sorts of things. So let's see, that goes to number 4, which is going to my home airport and parking my car and then getting on a flight. The whole trip, I would have an anxiety about my car in the parking garage. I've had a thing about parking garages for a long time. I've had my car broken into in a parking garage, so it's probably just residual unprocessed trauma or whatever, but I have a hard time not thinking, what if the trip is over and I'm tired and I don't have any energy left, and then I get to the space where my car is going to be and it's gone. And or what if I forget to take a picture of the space that my car is in, and then when I get to the parking garage, I can't find my car? So all of that has been eliminated by the option to just take a Lyft to the airport, which is actually, in my town anyways, way cheaper than paying for parking if you're going for more than 2 days. So that's the fourth thing that is better about flying now. And then the fifth thing, and I think the thing that is the best for me, is I have auditory processing disorder along with my autism. So I can't understand the announcements that are going on the overhead speakers, which gives me a panic response, because any announcement that's happening in the entire airport in my head could be about my flight. So anytime I used to hear something overhead, I would have to go find one of the big boards with the digital displays of the flights to make sure it wasn't my flight, which was incredibly anxiety-provoking. Basically, I was just in a state of hypervigilance throughout the entire airport experience. Now, if the flight's delayed, I get a text. I don't have to go anywhere. I don't have to worry about moving my bags. I don't have to worry about losing my seat. I don't have to worry about readjusting to a new environment if that seat's taken when I get back. So much easier. So I wanted to just share all this. Yes, travel can be really hard from a sensory perspective. I think it's hard for neurotypical people as well. There's a lot of unknowns, a lot of transition. And also, it's getting better. So for those of you that haven't flown in a while, that are feeling like you might want to give it a try a short trip. You know, something that's an hour flight, that's close by, take someone with you. Like a support person is really important if you have a support person. But flying may be something that has changed enough to where you can do it. So keep trying, and I hope you have a great day.